Have you ever felt trapped inside your own mind? Like no matter how hard you try, your thoughts won't stop racing, reminding you of past mistakes, making you anxious about the future? What if I told you that you could silence the storm inside your head? Let me tell you a story. The night was silent, but Veer's mind was loud. He tossed and turned in bed, staring at the ceiling. It had been another exhausting day, not because of work, but because of his own thoughts. What if I fail? Did I make the wrong decision? Why can't I stop overthinking? No matter how hard he tried, his mind never let him rest. It was like a wild river, dragging him in different directions. Veer was drowning in his own thoughts. But one day, everything changed. He met a wise monk who revealed a powerful secret, one that would turn his restless mind into his greatest strength. One day, Veer visited an old monastery on the outskirts of town. He had heard of a wise monk named Guru Aryan, who was said to have the power to silence the noisiest minds. Desperate for peace, Veer climbed the stone steps leading to the temple, his heart heavy with unanswered questions. The monk sat under a giant peepal tree, his eyes closed, his breath steady. Veer hesitated, but then gathered courage. "Master, my mind is my greatest enemy. I cannot stop overthinking. It's exhausting. Please teach me how to control my thoughts," Veer pleaded. Guru Aryan opened his eyes, smiled, and handed Veer a glass bowl filled with water. "Hold this and walk around the temple once without spilling a single drop," the monk instructed. Confused, Veer did as he was told. He walked carefully, his eyes fixed on the water. Each step was slow and precise. After a few minutes, he returned to the monk, the water still intact. "Did you hear the birds chirping?" Guru Aryan asked. "No, master. I was too focused on the water." "Did you notice the wind blowing through the trees?" "No. I only paid attention to the bowl." Guru Aryan chuckled. "That, my son, is the secret to controlling your thoughts. Your mind is like this bowl of water. If you focus on what truly matters, the distractions, your fears, regrets, and worries fade away." Veer stood silent. The answer had been so simple. "But master, what if my thoughts are too strong? What if they take over?" The monk picked up a small lantern and handed it to Veer. "Go to the meditation hall and place this lantern in the center. Then sit quietly and watch the flame. But remember, do not chase away the darkness. Just observe the light." Veer followed his instructions. He sat in the dimly lit room, staring at the flame. The shadows danced on the walls, but as he focused on the flickering light, the darkness seemed less overwhelming. His mind still whispered thoughts about work, about the past, about things beyond his control. But instead of fighting them, he simply watched. Minutes passed, then hours. Something changed inside him. His thoughts were no longer enemies. They were just visitors, coming and going like passing clouds. When he returned, Guru Aryan smiled. "You see, Veer, thoughts are like darkness. You cannot fight darkness. You can only bring in light. The more you focus on the flame, your breath, your purpose, the present moment, the less the shadows can scare you." From that day on, Veer changed. His thoughts still came, but he didn't chase them away or get lost in them. He focused on what mattered. He learned that the mind is not an enemy. It just needs direction. And so, the silent warrior in him awakened. Moral of the story: your mind will always create thoughts, good and bad, but you are not your thoughts. You are the one who watches them. Focus on the present, and the noise will fade. So tell me, what is your lantern? What will you focus on today? Let me know in the comments below.